It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity.
Hello, my dear friends, my dear students, my dear fellow mates, my dear earth mates, my dear solar system mates, whatever you can call on. So, happy Monday. I hope your Monday was good. We have the first guest here. I really appreciate that. Um, Hello, Disha. How are you doing? I hope you had a wonderful Monday. We all had a fitness test, right? So, that's cool. So, welcome to Monday Nights with Mohit Kamath, and this is episode number 20. So, we have gone a long way. 20 episodes. Hooray! So, give me a claps, all of you. If you can comment, please comment and clap emoji. That'll be great. That's a great enthusiasm for me. Hello, Meghna Sriram. Hello, Sumuk. Yes, Disha, thank you so much. It was very good, fantastic. So Mondays are good, no? Sorry. So Mondays are really good. I love Monday because I love to go back to badminton courts, and I love to see all of them with great energy. Sometimes people are not energetic. Maybe they have overspent their Sundays beautifully, or maybe they have overslept, or maybe lethargic. That's okay. I respect that. It's everybody's life. But for me, Monday is an exceptional day, and you know why? One of the main reason is I will meet you all here. That's the most beautiful thing. Okay, so cool. Tell me what's going on. What's going on? So you can share of your things. There was a good rain shower happening in Bangalore for the past couple of days, right? It was awesome, and I went to a holiday that was almost 250 kilometers from Bangalore. It's called Wayanad, and it is into the God's own country, Kerala, and it was very beautiful. I just cannot tell you how beautiful it was. It was fantastic, and the climate there was something not so cold, but it was cool, somewhere around 19 to 20 degrees. But the property was exceptionally good. So I mean, you can go to my Instagram profile and see some of the videos which I have put it. It was amazing. I felt like we are in the rainforest, and we saw a lot of ducks moving around in front of a villa, and it was amazing. We had a very nice holiday, myself and my wife. It was fantastic. Yeah, we all should go one day, because the silence which is there in that particular place is amazing. Really, we could only hear three sounds. One is the most important sound of our life, which is breath. We could see that, we could hear that when we were there, because everything was silent, and there was no network, mind you. There was no network at all. If we had to get the network, we had to walk away, or walk almost like 500 meters from our villa, and then come back to the place where there was a little bit of network, in the which was in the reception. But otherwise, absolutely no network. The second sound was the chirping sound of the birds. Different kinds of birds were there, and we could hear that. And the third thing was, I think, cricket. Not the ball and bat cricket, the tiny insect which is there, right? So it was making different sounds, and we got irritated, but later it was like very funny. It was, we could count certain things on its sounds. It was fantastic. Yeah, so congratulations to all of us. PV Sindhu again won a bronze medal, and there was a lot of drama this time. Drama. Yeah. Let's go. Let's deep dive into that, as I've given the status here. Let's definitely deep dive in that. I want your opinion also. What could have gone wrong, or maybe what could have how Sindhu could have outcome, or maybe um, you know played a little bit of different game in that particular moment, because momentum is the key. When once you, as a player, which I have faced it when I was playing at my peak. Momentum is such a very tricky situation that you have to follow. There is a flow inside your body and your mind, and that you have to carry forward. any kind of distraction which comes from extrinsically, which means not from inside you but from outside situations, if that distracts you, I think again it takes a lot of time to build rhythm. Sometimes it doesn't happen. So you must know the result, right? You must have known the result right now. So Sindhu lost that match with Akane Yamaguchi, but let's go deeply into that. So yeah. So who else is there in the show today? Hello, I cannot see who is there, but if you can comment, let me take you on the main screen. Yeah. We will also, post the analysis. I did a match analysis of PV Sindhu, and she was, playing really well. There are two things which I will explain in that video. She has really made that has made fantastic difference in her matches, and she's gaining lots and lots of points from that particular change which she has got in her matches. And the next thing is psychologically, she really plays that particular high prowess attacking game during that particular situation that I've explained in the video. I think that will amazingly blow your minds. We can go through that. Yeah. So cool. So I think another 2 minutes we'll wait for some people to come in, and then we will jump up in our main topic today. PV Sindhu. Did PV Sindhu miss the goal? I I yeah. I will not give the answer now, but I think I'll give the answer later. Do you think we should go with the tournament software? Let's see the draw. How it was Badminton Asia Championships, which was held in Manilla, Philippines. Do you think we should go with the draw? Let me know here on the comments. Let's run down a draw section there. Who played whom and what happened before we start. Yes, thank you, Amit. So that was a good one. Okay, let's. I think let me take you through one of the things. Oh yeah, I have it ready for you guys. Just share the screen. Yeah, so I'll take away the overlay so that you can see it very clearly. Okay. Yeah. I hope your this is visible for you. Cool. Sorry. So let's go to the draw. Okay, let's go directly to the women's singles draw. Yeah. So Akane Yamaguchi, so she was the top seeded player, and she's played Akarshi Kashyap. I think not bad. The score was 21 9 and 21 15, 15 and 9. I think she has played a good round. And Sindhu was number fourth seeded. And I think she played a long match here in the first round. Pai Yu Po. Po Yu Pai. This is a nice name, right? Pai Yu Po. How do you how do you meet yourself? Like, hi, I'm Mohit Kamath. What's your name? Pai Yu Po. Pai Yu Po is your name. Oh, nice. It's amazing. Seo Jin Lee, He Bin Jiao. He Bin Jiao, I really like the way she plays. She's a left-hander, and you see when she plays on court, her movements are really nice. Very swift and very smooth. She's kind of a player, I would say, not exactly Roger Federer, but the way she moves on court is extremely smooth, and it doesn't look like she's making that effort of moving forward, back, forth, side, jumping, crouching. She's very light and easy. It looks like badminton is so easy. And our legend Saina Nehwal, she has played. She played 3 games on the first one, Sim Yu Jin, and then she lost to the Chinese player. I hope you can see this properly. Yes, let's come back, Disha sir. I think Sindhu did miss the goal. Yeah, we'll come back to you. So I think it's important to go with the draw first. Let's go with the draw. Okay. Yeah, then Malvika Bansod. Wow, she just lost from a whisker. Nice. 26-24, third game. Nice. Malvika Bansod is an amazing player. I think only three of them must have been there: Saina Nehwal and Sindhu and Akarshi Kashyap. That's good. So Sindhu beat Hebin Jao. I think it's a long game again, but yeah, but in the semifinals we could see Akane Yamaguchi won the match. That's how. So let's go to different draws. Let's see how about men's singles main draw. Kento Momota is the first seed. He lost. Oh yeah, I have seen. I think Lakshya Sen and Kento Momota were shocked by a Singaporean, no, Indonesian player Chico Auradwi Wardoyo. What a big name, right? So maybe we should also keep our names like this in Kannada. Maybe. Who did you play to? I played with Ivattu Beda Naleba, something like that. Junior player Ivattu Beda Naleba. ಕರೆದ್ರೆ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೆ ಬೇಡ, something like that. We can keep nice names like this. You tell me what do you want to keep a name. If you were born in a place something like the Chinese belt of countries which you have, China, Malaysia, and these they have this nice names. The same way, if you can figure out something in Kannada or Hindi, मैं बोलूंगा आप सुनोगे, something like that. Let me know, let's have some fun. Yeah. you know Give some names like that. Even this is, I think, late malkonde bega edde, right? And how will they call you during your attendance? Late malkonde bega edde, present sir, or maybe right. Really nice names, huh, they have. I really like those names. Imagine every time they call you, they will definitely have some nicknames, right? I'm not seeing any kind of comments. Let's have some fun. What would you prefer yourself, or maybe somebody to, how would you give a name, something like that? Four-letter game, four-letter words. Let's see some nice name, and we'll speculate on that, and we will murder that name, and we will try to make something nice out of it. Sai Praneeth played. I think he lost to Jonathan Christie quite comfortably. He's getting back. He had a beautiful, I think, son or daughter. He had a child, and I think that's the sweetest time in anybody's life. He must have gone through that moments of no sleep, taking care of the child in the first 6 months. He must have lost a lot of fitness from that. That's kind of fine. Kidambi Srikanth, Ang Se Yong. Yeah, that's a nice name again. So I think men's singles, I think we did not see a good favorable results this time. Let's quickly go with the doubles also, women's doubles and men's doubles quickly. Our favorites are Jolly and her partner. I think they have not played this tournament. Yeah, so we had Simran Singhi, Ritika Take. They lost the first round. We had Ashwini Bhatt, Shika Gautam. They played a nice match, but they lost eventually. I think it's their first tournament. Congratulations for them. Playing for a country is something which I think money can never buy. Few things in your life which money can never buy, right? It has to go through lots and lots of hard work, patience, victories, losses, rejections, so many stuff. I think Satvik Sairaj, they played a pretty nice tournament. I think quarterfinals. I think they're eventually going down with the Malaysians. Aronchia, Su Woik Yik. Dhruv and Arjun played with the top fourth seed, Manu Atri, and I think Reddy Sumit. He gave a walkover. I think I saw I saw Sumit Reddy doing some multi feed today in Gopachand Academy in his Insta accounts. Okay, yeah. So there we go. I think yeah, yes, Disha. I think Noah. It's reaching very late for me here. I don't know why it's so late. Or is it that you guys are lazy to uh, not to comment? Anyways, in that case, so let's go to the video, the topic of the day, which is the drama. Did PV Sindhu miss the gold? I'll give my opinion. I want your opinion only after watching this video. Okay? Yeah, I'll come back to you, Disha. I think I did not understand, but we will go after this watching this video. Yeah, hi. So let's go with the technical analysis of this video. Um yeah, so the start was really good, as you can see. Sindhu has been playing a fantastic down the lane shots here. Both sides, she has been doing a fantastic one. And the first game, if you see, since Sindhu has taken a good lead here, 8-4 and 9-4 and all, so that helped her to clinch the first game. Yeah, that's what I said. Fantastic smashes straight down the line here, and this one on the body too. Yeah, nice. This is one thing I really like about these Japanese players. Akane, then you have there are other two players who are really short, but they have a fantastic game strategies. They make their opponents move entirely on court, and they don't depend on one particular game style, but they have multiple game styles like attacking, defending. They play the shuttles far from the net, not allowing the opponents to take control of the net. That's really good. And these kind of bigger halls, they'll have a lot of drift, which is difficult to adjust. That's the reason I think Akane is also finding it difficult to judge the shuttle in the corners. Nice. Forehand side, you can see the entire game she has made a lot of points from hitting a downward stroke from forehand here. This is just an highlight I can show you, because the main point of this match is to find out about the drama which we have seen. Yeah, India. Now in this game, you can see that Akane is trying to attack and trying to play a faster level of game, like not taking the length of the court, but also trying to play little faster and flatter game. Yeah, yeah, nice, great confidence. Look at the body language of Akane. That's a good one, right? So typically, what happens is the sideline smashes when you target here, the on the sidelines, and your opponent has a wider stance for defense, which means they hold their rackets either on the forehand side or on the backhand side. So then, a shot which is placed here would be a fantastic shot on the technical side. Nice. They don't technically, if you see, they don't technically go and place the drop shots in the corners of the game. It's very difficult because of the drift. Yeah, nice. It's a good drop shot. Sindhu has really worked on her overhead and the forehand downward strokes, mixing up with different pace and different angles, using a tinge of deception. I think that has worked phenomenally on her attacking. If you see, when the Korean lady coach was there, I think she improved a lot on her follow-throughs. That has been fantastic, and that helped her win her 2019 World Championships. And now even the recent coach who we have seen, right? So that has been an enormous improvement in her net skills. And this is a single leg jump what she did. And right now I think here is the drama. She has been taking a lot of time. Yeah, so the umpire is saying, she has been taking a lot of time here. Then she has given a point penalty here. The point penalty is really funny, what do you think could have happened? Did Sindhu take too much time according to the umpire? Just the way umpire was explaining, did she take too much time before she served? I think BWF regulations and rules itself explain that. Sorry, there is a little bit noise here. So BWF rules itself explains. Yeah, again. So what do you think? Did she really take that time? So BWF regulation itself says that you can take a very minimum amount of time. I could not find any proper data on that, whether it is 3 seconds or 5 seconds, but I believe it's a 5-second gap where you can really come forward and take the time when you stand for the serve, and then you have all these service regulations of 1.10 meters length from the ground, so you cannot take the shuttle beyond that. I think that was not a problem, but it was more of taking much time. And direct penalty, that's the reason I think there was a rift and there is a storm in the whole world, that it has been a cheated format, right? So typically what happens is with umpires, they give a warning that, hey, Sindhu, you cannot take so much time, you have to take very less time, or you're taking more time, please, this is a warning. Or sometimes yellow card is also fine. But this was a straight point. This was just a straight point. And I think this changed the entire momentum for Sindhu. If you see, Sindhu was also leading in this factor, and she has been playing well. But that if you can see the body language, the frustration was already started. Yeah, but somewhere she lost that rhythm. See, now, rhythm is something I would say extremely important. You go with the flow. You have this mindset, your body set, your mindset, your timing set, and there are a lot of sets like that which actually benefit you or maybe contribute to the right flow of your energy and your concentration, your focus, everything. I think that was little or maybe more shaken for PV Sindhu. Based on that, I felt that because of that, Sindhu could not gain that momentum of continuous attack, and that opportunity was completely utilized by Yamaguchi. It's a good improvement. Single jump smash. Sindhu has been really improving a lot. Very smart coach. It was just a neck to neck. I think it was 19 all, and then she was not able to take that. You can feel the pressure. This happens in the top level also, right? Very surprising. I mean, not surprising. That's a good one. Yeah, on body smashes. Fantastic. Very smart. Why? She could have tapped. There was no follow through on the net. And this is how you can see, then the third game was similar format. It was long rallies, and Yamaguchi at one point took a lead and Sindhu was not able to come. But never mind. But what do you think? Sindhu had this amazing opportunity to win a gold at Badminton Asia Championships 2022, or um, Yamaguchi was too good for her at that particular point, and she took that advantage of Sindhu not being in the momentum and then clinch the semi-finals match. What do you think so? Okay, did you see that? Very tough, right? I how do I tell you that? We had an amazing opportunity to win the win the gold medal. What do you think so? Did she really miss that? Yes, Disha. So yes, that's your answer. But if you see that, she had that opportunity. She was leading 14-11 during that serve. She got that fault, a direct fault, not even a warning. And Akane served 12-14, and she was also leading 15-12. From there I think she missed one tap, and there was this easy dribble which went into the net. That really put her into a pressure which she had to constantly either keep the shuttle in play, which Akane is not in a comfortable position, or the second part is that attack was not in Sindhu's favor. That's what I think. But did she miss that goal? That's the question. I think most of you can participate discuss this, because here there's one important takeaway, which is understanding the momentum, how a momentum can change, can make it or break it in your, if you are a player, or maybe if you're a coach, if you can see that players going through that situation, maybe today or tomorrow or whenever, if you're a player or a coach, you can maybe possibly find this solution, which we will find it in the end, and try to apply that in that situation. So lot of things, yeah. Yes, Amit. So she did. Yeah, sir, she could have kept her calm and not focusing on that point. Absolutely, but these are all words so easy to tell, right? So but you imagine 1.3 billion people on your shoulders looking at and maybe aspiring that Sindhu should win the gold. That expectation is there. How do you completely switch off that, unless you have that experience, or you have that skill to do it? Why does that even happen at that particular level? Why do you think that will happen? What is that which Sindhu could not you know change that during time? She's a world champion, she's an Olympic medal. Why did not happen at that time? That is also a question we need to ask. Is there a proper formula, like number 177 method, 177 method, that yes, you do that? Is there a method like this? That's the question. Again, it depends on player to player. There are players like, these kind of situations. These kind of situations, some players pop out really well, as per, you did that to me, I will not leave you. Come on. That will be a situation. Some players are like that. Some players are like, okay, there's nothing. It's all cheaters. They don't, do their job right, and they give up. That is also there. I'm not only pondering to one particular situation, which is Sindhu's only, but it happens in multiple levels, even state levels, even national levels, maybe in district levels. It happens all the time. But maybe a one trick which you can understand. I feel one trick which you can really get out of this situation is taking a good break. If an umpire allows you at that time, taking a good break is essential. Maybe um, regrouping your senses, maybe distracting yourself from the current feel of that pressure, or that particular moment which you felt that it was not in favor of you, and it was given that advantage to the opponent. Just calming yourself down and come out of that particular situation, take a break, maybe a water or a towel wipe break, and then try to refocus on the immediate strategy one. Then focus on, if the first strategy goes well, focus on maintaining that second strategy, or maybe in the second strategy trying to figure out if this one didn't go well, then how do you counter for the second one? The first immediate 2 3 shots or 2 3 rallies or 2 3 points, if you can figure out, put your whole focus in that, rebuild that momentum, rebuild that confidence in your head. I think that could be one situation where you can, this could be a secret. Yeah, what do you think? So because that's just a feeling, right? So we all make our decisions based on certain emotions, but if you can drop that emotions and be in this present, like let's say I face this situation, I immediately go to the, I take a break, I said okay fine, let's move on now, go to the break and wipe the towel and maybe check my racket. Maybe if you're confident enough, or maybe if you have tried to change your rackets, change your racket, come back and immediately focus on one point. Maybe you might have had the strategy with the akane, maybe strategy A, strategy B, strategy C. Figure out, maybe go with that flow and take the net forward, or maybe find a game strategy, maybe 7 shots or 10 shots that you play in the corners and build that momentum of the rally. That is something I would say you can look for. What do you think? Until then, I would like to show you something on the net which I found out. This is really good. It's a psychological side. If I may ask the question, is it a physical side or a psychological side? The momentum. I'll share this with you. The reality of, no, I don't want to subscribe. The reality of momentum in sports. You see this, the positive. Okay, sorry. I hope you are able to see this. Okay. So, yeah, the positive or negative change in cognition, which means the cognition abilities in your brains, affect physiology, which means affects your physical body and behavior caused by an event or series of events that affects either the perceptions of the competitors or perhaps the quality of performance and the outcome of the competition. This is bang on. Let me go through it again. The positive or negative change in cognition. When they say that positive, for Akane, it's a positive change because she's got a point. Since she can see her opponent is struggling to find a way not to give that point to her, that's a positive change. But for Sindhu, it's a negative change. The positive or negative change in cognition affect physiology. It will affect that emotion, that change in cognition will affect your body, the whole physiology, the whole body will be shaking, or maybe trying. It's a defense mechanism, we all know that, right? If you go into the dark and there is some kind of noise, you feel immediately that gumma will come, in the sense the ghost will come. That is the kind of defense mechanism we have in our heads. That's something simply human nature, that's the nature. And you either ready to fight with it, or maybe you are ready to flight on it. So that's the psychological nature we have. Let's focus back again. Affects physiology and behavior caused by an event. The behavior, you saw that Sindhu, right? So she was fighting, she was going there talking, that because of that event, a series of events, that behavior has caused and affects either the perceptions of the competitors. Perception means that drishti, in Kannada or Hindi they called wo drishti, and that nazariya completely, it will change from the competitor's perspective, and the quality of performance and the outcome of the competition. The second line, positive momentum is associated with periods of competition such as winning streak in which everything seems to go right for the competitors. In contrast, negative momentum is associated with periods such as losing streak. Second game, she lost it, right? So that is one kind of a big stone which would have sat on Sindhu's head. Could be. The interesting phrase is the definition is that psychological momentum affects either the perception of the competitors or the quality of the performance and the outcome of the competition. Amazing, right? Amazing, right? So it's the perception. So immediately at that particular situation, Akane was trailing and she had lost the first game. And that particular point, you see that she got pumped up. That behavioral change got into Akane, and she saw her competitor getting stressed. And that time, Akane maybe decided that I will hold on, I will stick on, I'll try to make some positive changes in myself, which you could see that it affects the change in cognitive cognition, the cognitive abilities and physiology and the behavior. She changed that, and it was a struggle. The negative effects which happened for Sindhu, it was a struggle to come back to her, and this could happen to anywhere. What do you think on that matter? What do you think on that matter? That really made that difference, I think, for Akane to have that confidence back in her abilities, confidence back in her momentum at that particular point during this difference. And then she did not look back. She played some nice shots on the body of Sindhu, which really put her into a deep trouble. And it forced Sindhu to come back with much better thought process, much better game plans than Akane, and simply it couldn't match. I think it was just these things are all at that level, at world top eight matches level. It's just hardly 3 points, completely 3 points can change the game. The score was 14-11, and then 15 all and 17-15. Just turned the table. We lost the gold medal. So this is my opinion. So here comes the conclusion of the topic today. This is my conclusion. This is my opinion. I think really did PV Sindhu miss the gold? Yes, she missed the gold due to, not, I wouldn't blame that because of umpire alone, but it is also because of the distraction which happened at that time. Maybe half of it, more than half of it, I would blame the umpire. He could have even warned. He says that he has warned before, but um, at that particular time he could have stopped and questioned her, maybe given a yellow card, and then given that point to her. It was a straight point. That was completely unfair. That was unfair, man. That was really unfair. I this is what my opinion says. I think that's really unfair. We missed the gold. Otherwise, it would have been an amazing feather on the cap of Sindhu. One more cap of Sindhu, and one more for our country. We couldn't have been more proud of that. Okay, I hope you have learned something today, because that momentum is very very important. Building that momentum is one thing. Maintaining the momentum is one thing. Um, then I think changing the momentum is also another thing. Where if things are not going according to your plan, then how do you change it? How do you distract your opponent? I think that also is a good trick of the trade. Yeah. So yes, Disha. So even I think you are right. Absolutely. So these things are very very important. It's not always the practice, 24 hours of practice. It's about understanding small simpler and implicate things which will help you to navigate yourself in that particular match situation. Understanding, applying different things at that time, being bold, being courageous is very very important. Outcome is something in the end, but in that journey of that match, right from the love all to that last moment, whether you win or you lose, you should be knowing that how well you have exercised your confidence, how well you have exercised your courage, how well you have exercised your technical abilities, tactical abilities, how well you have been able to control the match situations. I think that's more important, because that is something which I call upon championing you. which means championing. Does champion mean doesn't mean that all the time you win gold. Champion simply means that you are um, better than yesterday. That's what the high performance, the meaning, the definition of high performance is. You simply get better from yesterday. Who you were yesterday, you are a much better person than yesterday. So that's what the high performance is. That's what being champion means. It's not always the gold medal, not always winning and holding the trophy. It's about exercising yourself and your holistic abilities up to the maximum, where you feel that, okay, I have done this, I have reached my peak. That's what is all about today's Monday nights. I hope you liked this today. I think the momentum part was very important. I thought of adding some more different stuff about psychological side, but I felt this could be a great lesson for all of us here, who can understand what went wrong in Sindhu's match and how a momentum can really screw a medal opportunity for anybody. Tomorrow you may be playing state level finals, or maybe semifinals, or maybe national level semifinals, or even open tournament finals. So you should be knowing that how well you have exercised all these factors. Okay, so let me know how did you feel about this one, today's match, sorry, today's Monday nights. And it just takes 2 seconds, 3 seconds to like my video in YouTube. I think you are not helping me to gain more subscribers. Share it with your friends, tell them to subscribe, let them come on Monday nights. We can also discuss, we can educate them, those who are not um, you know uh, have the right knowledge on this. So that's it. So if you want me to Google something, so let me know. I'll be here for the next 3 minutes, and we can close down, and we can have a wonderful week ahead. Yeah, thank you, Disha. Very informative, and as usual, lively. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me know if you want to Google something so that we can Google the stuff and find some new interesting stuff. Otherwise, we can close down here. You can have a nice dinner and have a good night's sleep. That's all we can do. I'm not finding my. Okay, let me do that later. Okay, so here we go. Thank you so much for attending the episode 20, the 20th episode of Monday Nights with Mohit. I'll see you again in the next upcoming Monday, which is 21st Monday for all. And thank you, Sindhu, for showing us how the momentum works. It was a great lesson. Thank you. And your medal looks really nice. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice night.